United States leads dismantlement of one of the world's largest hacker forums.
At exactly midnight on March 4th, 2026, a massive network of dark web servers abruptly collapsed. An invisible global storm struck the cyber underworld as special task forces from 14 nations launched a synchronized raid. They dismantled the massive criminal stronghold known as LeakBase, a digital black market where hundreds of millions of pieces of sensitive data were being ruthlessly dissected and traded. This sharp blade of justice severed the tentacles of organized crime in the dead of night, sending notorious criminals into a blind, stumbling panic. With every escape route deadbolted, an unprecedented battle for survival has begun. What shocking secrets allowed authorities to cast such a perfect net? And will this thunderous strike truly finish off the dark forces targeting your personal assets? On March 4th, 2026, the United States Department of Justice officially issued a landmark announcement for global security. Authorities successfully executed a large-scale operation to seize the entire database of an underground power known as LeakBase. To experts, this was known as one of the world's largest online forums dedicated specifically to cybercriminal activities. Its existence once sowed immense anxiety for organizations and honest citizens across the globe. This large-scale platform served as a bustling black market for cybercriminals, a place where they traded countless pieces of stolen data. Beyond just exchanging information, it functioned as a staging ground for an array of dangerous tools specifically designed for illicit cyber activities. Every transaction conducted in the shadows of this platform came at the cost of the sweat, tears, and assets of unsuspecting innocent victims. Shutting down this operation marks a significant victory with a profound humanitarian impact. This successful crackdown is not an isolated victory. It follows a series of major triumphs by law enforcement. The international community has witnessed powerful strikes that completely dismantled previous cybercrime black markets that once dominated the scene. Most notably, these include the takedown of the Raid Forums network in 2022 and the dissolution of the Breach Forums organization in 2023. These persistent efforts demonstrate a powerful commitment to cleaning up the digital environment for the future of humanity. The law always has a way of extending its long arm to bring those who spread evil to justice, no matter how thoroughly they try to hide. The definitive sentencing of the Breach Forum's founder in 2025 sent an ironclad message to those with malicious intent. Justice may take time, but it never lets a criminal slip through, and every illicit gain will carry a heavy price before the law. This event serves as a profound public lesson on the supremacy of the law and the importance of maintaining professional ethics. Returning to the heart of this operation, the scale and methods of the LeakBase forum serve as a true wake-up call for society. According to detailed information from an affidavit released on March 3rd, 2026, the platform operated with shocking brazenness. Unlike many organizations that hide in the shadows, LeakBase operated openly on the surface web and used English as its primary language of communication. This blatant defiance of the law demanded an intervention more powerful and decisive than ever before. The blatant and public nature of these activities has attracted a massive community of dark-minded individuals who gather to carry out wrongful acts. This dangerous platform boasts a vast membership of over 142,000 users who remain active around the clock. Authorities have recorded a staggering figure of more than 215,000 messages exchanged between users on the system. Behind these massive numbers lie countless sinister plots aimed at disrupting the peace of both families and businesses. The extreme danger of the LeakBase system lies in its massive archive containing data from countless innocent victims worldwide. This database is far from static. It is constantly updated and expanded through illegally breached and hacked databases every single day. This includes highly sensitive information originating from numerous high-profile cyber attacks that have shocked the public in recent times. It serves as a clear testament that protecting personal information in the digital age is an urgent and vital mission. A deep dive into this archive reveals that it contains hundreds of millions of login credentials belonging to ordinary citizens who only desire a peaceful life. Through this dark forum, malicious users can easily peddle information ruthlessly stolen from breached databases. The primary victims of these unethical transactions are countless individuals and corporations operating within the United States. The pain of financial loss and such severe violations of privacy are things that no civilized society can tolerate. The types of sensitive data traded on this platform are incredibly diverse and highly destructive to the economic lives of the victims. They include a massive array of credit and debit card numbers, financial tools tied to the survival of countless hardworking families. Once these numbers fall into the wrong hands, the hard-earned money of workers is ruthlessly snatched away in the blink of an eye. The resulting consequences are a wave of hardships surrounding people who only desire a simple life. Even more dangerous and sophisticated critical routing information and detailed bank account credentials are exposed on this forum like cheap commodities. Cold-blooded criminals trade information that can collapse the entire financial foundation of an individual or even a powerful organization. Alongside this, usernames and accompanying passwords are bought and sold incessantly to serve unpredictable and dark agendas. These seemingly minor pieces of information are in fact the master keys that enable unauthorized account takeovers to occur with ease. It doesn't stop there. A vast amount of highly private, personally identifiable information and critical business secrets are also exploited for profit. The honor, dignity, and reputation of individuals and organizations are placed on the bargaining table by those completely devoid of conscience or compassion. The theft of trade secrets doesn't just damage a specific company, it undermines an entire economy and impacts thousands of workers. The lesson here is clear: each of us must exercise absolute caution with every piece of information we share in cyberspace. Fully aware of the massive and urgent threat posed by the LeakBase network, law enforcement agencies decided to take immediate action to protect the public. During the historic days of March 3rd and March 4th, 2026, a coordinated multinational operation was launched with intense determination. The most elite agents and law enforcement personnel from 14 countries stood shoulder to shoulder, acting for a profoundly noble common goal. This unity has ignited great hope in the power of good prevailing over the forces of darkness. This entire large-scale operation was conducted under the brilliant and seamless coordination of Europol, headquartered in The Hague. Through synchronized and close cooperation, authorities carried out a series of lightning-fast actions, leaving criminals with no time to react or destroy evidence. Specifically, law enforcement completely dismantled the LeakBase server infrastructure while seizing all of the organization's vital data. The two primary domains used by the forum were also frozen and permanently seized, restoring a cleaner digital environment. A deeply symbolic and highly deterrent action was taken by authorities immediately after seizing control of the criminal system. Replacing the website's familiar interface, officials proudly displayed banners clearly announcing the government seizure. At the same time, they proactively sent forceful warning messages directly to members who had participated in the LeakBase network. The collection of additional evidence is also being fast-tracked to prepare for the strict trials of justice in the near future. Within the framework of this extensive operation, law enforcement did not stop at seizing hardware. They targeted the perpetrators themselves. A series of search warrants were executed swiftly and accurately, strictly adhering to legal regulations to ensure human rights. Authorities have proceeded to arrest and directly interrogate suspects hiding in various countries across the globe. These nations include the United States, Australia, Belgium, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Spain, and the United Kingdom, forming a tight-knit dragnet. The core objective of these searches and arrests is to gather comprehensive and irrefutable evidence to convict those who have caused such profound suffering to society. Authorities successfully seized a vast number of user accounts, malicious posts, and countless stolen credit card details. Private messages containing criminal plots and network address log systems were also carefully collected to serve as legal evidence. Every effort is directed toward protecting what is right and bringing justice to all the citizens who were once victims. To achieve such illustrious victories, we must acknowledge the silent dedication and intelligence of the elite investigative units. This historic operation featured decisive primary investigations by the FBI Salt Lake City Field Office. They established close and relentless coordination with the San Diego Field Office to create the most effective crime-solving tactics. Joining them were the Utah Department of Public Safety and the Provo Police Department, demonstrating admirable bravery. The process of bringing criminals to light would be impossible without the critical role of those representing the scales of justice in prosecuting the case. This immense responsibility has been entrusted to Senior Counsel Matthew Lamberti, a highly experienced member of the Department of Justice's Computer Crime and Intellectual Property Section. Standing by his side in this grueling battle are distinguished Assistant U.S. Attorneys Brent Andrus and Carl LeSueur, currently serving in the District of Utah. These individuals embody the rigor and unwavering commitment to protecting truth and justice for society. The resounding success of this operation will forever stand as a vivid testament to the extraordinary power of international unity in the fight against evil. This achievement was made possible by the significant support from the Department of Justice's Office of International Affairs and the brilliant coordination of the prestigious Europol. Alongside them was the joint effort of numerous law enforcement agencies from civilized nations, including Australia, Belgium, Canada, Germany, Greece, Kosovo, Malaysia, and the Netherlands. The participation of Poland, Portugal, Romania, Spain, and the United Kingdom further highlights the spirit of solidarity for a peaceful world. The most profound lesson we can draw from this operation is the critical importance of borderless cooperation. Faced with criminal forces that are becoming increasingly sophisticated and cunning, no single nation can confidently fight alone and achieve a total victory. Setting aside differences to work toward the common goal of protecting humanity is a noble value that must be cherished. Compassion and community responsibility will always be the infinite sources of strength that help humanity overcome any adversity. Following the resounding success of the operation, high-ranking U.S. government officials issued powerful and proud statements. Assistant Attorney General Tyson Duva, representing the Criminal Division, emphasized the importance of this crackdown in protecting the rights of the public. He affirmed that this decisive action has severely disrupted a major international platform that cybercriminals have long used to steal and profit illicitly. The hard-earned money of the people once soaked in their tears has now been rigorously protected and reclaimed by authorities. The official also affirmed that the recent operation is the most powerful testament to the unmatched strength of the nation and its true international partners. That strength is demonstrated through the ability to unite and completely dismantle transnational criminal organizations that spread insecurity day and night. This statement serves as a beacon warming the public's faith in a legal system that always stands for justice and protects the vulnerable. It also sends a stern warning to individuals contemplating entering this deplorable path of crime. Sharing in that pride, U.S. Attorney Melissa Holyoke, representing the District of Utah, offered her heartfelt praise for the dedication of her colleagues. She highly commended the extraordinary cooperation and tireless work ethic of both domestic and international partners in achieving this historic milestone. This achievement demonstrates the ability to dismantle even the most sophisticated and complex criminal networks currently lurking in the deepest corners of the vast cyberspace. She also emphasized a strong commitment to delivering true justice to Americans who have been ruthlessly targeted. From a more profound professional perspective, Assistant Director Brett Leatherman of the FBI's Cyber Division delivered a forceful message. He exposed a truth that criminals often delude themselves into believing no offender remains truly anonymous forever in the vastness of cyberspace. Authorities will continue their vital mission of protecting national security by completely eliminating easy access points to stolen data. Any information belonging to American businesses and individuals is an invaluable asset that demands the strictest protection. Reinforcing those powerful warnings, Special Agent in Charge Robert Bowles of the Salt Lake City Field Office issued a profound wake-up call. He pointed to the undeniable reality that attempting to hide behind a computer screen offers cybercriminals no escape from legal accountability. A tightly knit global alliance has been established and will remain relentless in identifying, dismantling, and severely punishing those who willfully profit from cybercrime. No matter where they hide or operate in the world, the light of justice will ultimately find them. Throughout these powerful statements from our leaders, we see a burning faith in the ultimate victory of good over dark motives. The law stands as a steadfast shield protecting innocent citizens and remains ready to punish any act that threatens the peace of our community. This story teaches each of us a profound lesson about integrity and the supremacy of the law in our daily thoughts and actions. Striving for a clean lifestyle and contributing to society is the only path that leads to lasting happiness and true peace of mind. Looking at the issue from a broader perspective, the dismantling of the LeakBase network is merely a prominent highlight in the overall picture of anti-crime operations. It reflects the immense and relentless efforts of specialized agencies in investigating and prosecuting cybercrimes and intellectual property-related offenses. Thanks to this silent but determined dedication, this division has successfully convicted over 180 dangerous criminals since 2020. These figures stand as powerful evidence of the accountability and outstanding capability of law enforcement in the face of modern challenges. A deeply humane detail in the law enforcement process is the profound concern for the practical rights of innocent victims. Authorities have fought relentlessly and without compromise to secure court orders requiring criminals to pay restitution for the damages caused. To date, the total funds returned to victims have reached over $350 million, a figure that brings immense comfort. This action not only helps citizens overcome financial hardship, but also reinforces a steadfast belief in social justice. Alongside the collapse of the LeakBase organization, the U.S. Department of Justice has achieved numerous other significant and resounding successes in recent times. One of the landmark cases that has drawn deep public attention involves a highly dangerous strain of ransomware known as Black Cat. On December 30th, 2025, a memorable milestone was established at the District Court for the Southern District of Florida, marking a victory for justice. Authorities demonstrated exceptional insight and professional expertise in neutralizing these threats to society. At that solemn court proceeding, the court officially accepted the guilty pleas of 2 U.S. citizens for the serious misconduct they committed. These individuals were charged with a blatant extortion conspiracy that severely obstructed normal commerce and general economic growth. These illegal acts were directly linked to the use of ransomware targeting countless innocent victims living and working across the United States. The conclusion of this case sends a forceful warning to anyone seeking to use technology to threaten, extort, or profit from the fear of others. Beyond the fight against ruthless extortion crimes, authorities have expanded their campaign to the front lines of intellectual property protection. The United States has been extremely proactive in supporting the Bulgarian government in a large-scale operation aimed at purging the digital environment of blatant copyright-infringing content. Interagency forces coordinated closely and effectively to shut down 3 of the largest pirated content websites operating aggressively within the European Union. This successful outcome provides immense encouragement to individuals who are dedicating themselves to the legitimate creative industry. To successfully dismantle these illegal platforms, authorities employed highly aggressive and creative technical and legal measures. By executing direct seizure warrants for 3 U.S.-registered internet domains, this infringing network had its dangerous octopus tentacles severed. This decisive and thorough action demonstrates a profound respect for the hard work and intellectual efforts of legitimate workers in today's knowledge-based economy. We must deeply realize that using copyrighted products is not just about legal compliance. It is the most practical way to foster a civilized society. The unwavering determination of law enforcement is also clearly demonstrated through the tracking and arrest of foreign high-tech criminals. A prime example occurred on February 20th, 2026, when a dangerous Romanian hacker pleaded guilty in court. This individual was directly and closely linked to the illegal online intrusion into the Oregon state government's computer network back in 2021. No matter how much time passes, shady actions will eventually be brought to light and face the strict judgment of the scales of justice. Beyond the dangerous attack on the Oregon state government, this individual also directly participated in countless other devastating cyber attacks targeting victims across the United States. The fact that a foreign criminal must face severe punishment proves the truth that national borders are no longer a safe haven for evil. Any act that intentionally violates public security or the legal property of citizens, regardless of where it is committed, will be met with appropriate punishment. This story carries a profound lesson about personal responsibility in maintaining collective security while participating in an interconnected, borderless world. Through the series of cases just uncovered, we are all left with a moment of profound reflection on our lifestyles and core human moral values. Modern technology is created to serve the common good and elevate the quality of life, not to be a tool for satisfying the bottomless greed of a small few. Today's younger generation must be carefully equipped not only with technological knowledge, but also with an incredibly solid moral foundation as they enter the world. Always keeping a heart inclined toward goodness and living responsibly toward the surrounding community is the compass that guides us toward true happiness. The relentless and complex developments of cybercrime alongside the consecutive resounding victories of law enforcement paint a vivid picture of the contemporary digital world. It is a place where the light of intellect and the rigor of the law must engage in a fierce, uncompromising struggle against the darkness of greed and cruel deception. Faced with this challenging reality, what can each of us do to contribute to building a truly safer and more civilized digital environment for future generations? The most precise answer lies within the small actions and correct awareness of every individual, starting from this very moment. The journey to protect the integrity and peace of cyberspace is a long and arduous battle that demands the persistent effort of every member of society. Each small constructive action you take directly contributes to lighting a bright candle that dispels the darkness lurking in distant corners. If you feel this content has delivered meaningful and practical educational messages, please don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel today. Let's join hands to spread these noble human values and build a social media community that is truly healthy, safe, and filled with compassion.